Hey you guys, it's Paige here. So I just actually got off this interview and I just wrote this like Facebook post as well. Let me just bring it up here. And I got interviewed for the location where I'm holding my women's road cycling getaway in Muskoka. And so they were basically interviewing me because the backstory on this is that I've held a retreat with them before, but at a different location. And so they wanted to, just talk with me a bit about why I chose them. So, I mean, there's lots of reasons why I chose them, but the one question that they asked me, which I thought was so cool, and they said, what was my favorite part about the last retreat getaway that I did? And I wasn't sure what to say at first, right? Because I was like, gosh, I liked a lot about it, right? Or I loved a lot about it, but I think for me, what stood out the most, what ended up, I just started talking and then it came out, was the conversations that happen around the kitchen island with all the women there with their glass of wine or bubbly in hand. That for me, is truly, my getaways and stuff are very intimate, right? So for my next one, there's only 10 women that are, there are spots for. And so they're very intimate, and you spend 3 nights, 4 days together. So for me, it's really about the connection that's made. It's about getting to know one another on a deeper level. And so this time around, it's actually, because the last time I did one, it was in the wintertime. And actually that's kind of a funny retreat because it was so awesome. But I did everything for that retreat, which I've since learned, that's not the way to go about it. And the other thing was we had this big storm. So this big rainstorm came in, fresh snow beforehand. So the roads turned into skating rinks. So our adventure to retreat turned into just we all hung out together because we couldn't drive anywhere. And the mobile spa couldn't get there and all that kind of stuff. So it was crazy. But this time around, it's happening in the summer. Summer, it's happening in the fall. And so I just think that some of these deep and meaningful conversations and just really awesome times and wine and bikes and amazing food by our chef Ashley, and yoga and hiking, I think we're going to have there's going to be conversations around the kitchen island, but I also think there's going to be some pretty amazing conversations on that freaking dock. I think the dock on the water is just going to be so relaxing and so nice to sit down there and just chat about stuff. So I just was really honored to be interviewed by them, and that they chose me to interview. But I love their locations and they're perfect for what I'm doing. And yeah, what a great question it was. And it really is all about the conversations around that kitchen island. It always ends up back in the kitchen. So have you signed up yet? I only have 4 spots left. And oh my God, even if you can't, if you're a mountain biker or you're a whatever, why don't you talk to me and we'll see about getting you a road bike that you can ride for this retreat, because I kind of know some people who have demos, which would be Trek bicycles. So, we can get you hooked up with one of those. We have a van. So we have a van to pick people up. So if you can't do the whole distance or anything like that, you don't have to worry about it because there's someone there in a van that can load your bike or whatever, right? So I would really like to see you, and there's quite a few women who I would love to see at this retreat, and I do only have 4 spots left. So it's happening September 20th to 23rd. So, check your calendar, see if it works with your schedule, and if it does, reach out to me, all right? So I'm Paige of Pure Vita Performance, your cycling, nutrition, and mindset coach, and coach to the Pure Vita Mavericks, and I will catch you soon. Big love. Bye.